I own a 9.4 of this book. This is Vampirella, A Scarlet Thirst. They're very hard to get in high grade. Matter of fact, there's only 25 of A Scarlet Thirst graded in CGC. I think that's going to change, though, slowly, but it's going to change. Most of Dave Stevens' works, though, he doesn't have a huge portfolio like other artists do. And the other thing is that they weren't highly printed because he pretty much stayed. He didn't stay in the mainstream for the most part. Most part he was with like indies, you know, doing. I'm not going to say obscure books, but in a way they kind of were, right? Not too many people know some of the books that he wrote, like Cheval Noir or whatever. You know, it's you just don't collect that. People collect Spider-Man, X-Men, and he stayed away from that stuff. Why? I don't know. But look at this, man. This is so freaking beautiful. It really does look like Linzer a little bit, you know. It's got it's like a cross between Linsner and maybe Campbell and Frazetta. I don't know. It's gorgeous. I want a higher grade, so this is really hard to get in high grade. There's only 7.98s. I think there's only 4.96s and like 6 or 7.94s. But look at the thickness of this book, right? It's a trade paperback. And the back. This is, if you get this book, look at the back. Because the back is where you're going to see most of the errors on this. This one is super nice. The backs on most of these, you're going to see ticks all around that black spine. I'm entrusting these to Kendra. Look at that. I think Kendra can get that out. And I like the way that Kendra presses trade paperbacks. I think I got a shot at this one, man. Definitely a shot at a 9.6 in my opinion. But I think its current condition, as it is right now, I mean, it's got a little bit of wear, if you see, but it's not really wear. It's more like books were stacked on top of it, I think. See that? And those aren't ticks. That's just the writing. See, the lettering. But see that? I think all of that can come out with a press. A nice press. Pretty book, man. I would love to be the next 9.8, the 8th 9.8 on this book. And that would be a keeper in my collection, right? Like I said, I own a 9.4. I think a 9.4, what did I pay for it? Like $175, right around $175 for the 9.4, which was really cheap in my opinion. But yeah, we'll see what Kendra can do. Current condition, I would probably say, even with that right there, if I send it out, it'll probably be like a 9.2-ish right now. Maybe a 9.4. I think they'll probably give me a 9.4, even though it's got that. Yeah, I think they would give me a 9.4, 9.2, 9.4, and it has really good shot at the 9.8. I would say if it comes back, even a 9.6, I'd be happy. Obviously, ecstatic with the 9.8. And here's the other guy hanging out in the other room. Yeah, this one's a big one. This one, my dear friends, is Moose. For obvious reasons. Yeah, you're a good boy, right? Hanging out somewhere else. Of course, he doesn't want to be on. This is definitely one of his best covers. and for a fact, one of the best Vampirella covers ever done. I mean, look at the look on her face, man. Look at the hair, the lighting on the hair, the tanning, the complexion, the shining of the skin. This is all him, man. The muscle tone, the pose. Look at that. The ripples even on her boots, and all the way down to the smoke, because she is smoking. Let's go straight down to that spine roll. And Mr. Kendra ended up getting that spine roll pretty good, man. He got it. I don't really see much on it. Maybe just a tiny little bit, but not really. But for the most part, he got that thing. No doubt he must have pressed it a couple of times for sure. A 9.6. I'm happy with a 9.6. Of course, I would have been ecstatic with a 9.8, but 9.6. It's what I was thinking in the first place. I would say that's a full 2-grade upgrade. This is the reason why I missed it. That ripple on that corner. See, look at that. It's still, he got a lot of it, but it's still kind of there a little bit, and that took me down to a 9.6. The other one right here on the corner, he got completely. Look at that. That was taken care of, man. But this one here, still a little bit there. No doubt that's what took me down. Right there, you can see it more. But that is one beauty. Beauty of a cover. This is actually the cover of Vampirella number 36. Looks a lot better in the black background here. You get 2 covers for the price of 1 here. Since I sent this out, which is months ago, I'm going to say this, man, this took a while to come back. Now there are 9 9.8, so 2 more than what were on the census before, and there's 9 9.6s as well. So it's still pretty low, and I don't expect there to be too many of these left. Right? It wasn't like this was a one shot, and let me tell you, like, if you see them out there, you'll see that they're not in the best condition when you see them out there. For some reason, people are selling these in auctions. You got to be insane to sell it in auction in this market, in this collectible market. And yes, I'm saying collectible because it's not just comics. Ask anybody, any of your friends that collect, whether it's cards or toys or books or video games or coins. Everything is down, man. Even the stock market doesn't know what to do. It's up to 45,000 and it comes back down to 40,000 in a jiff. All right, everything is just uncertain. However, everything will come back. It's just a matter of time. It will happen. When? That's the thing that, that's the magic ball right there. However, I am going to be keeping this. I'm not selling this. Unless I'm able to find like a 9.8. I know there was a 9.8 that sold this year for like 300 and change. If I would have seen it, I would have bought it. But I wasn't looking at that time, and somebody else got a deal. But if I see another one in the 300 range, I'm going to buy it, and I'll definitely sell this one and possibly the 9.4 as well. But I'm not selling it in auction price. And neither should you. You should not be selling anything on auction unless you really want to lose money. That's why I use my comic shop, because, they have a store and I don't have to pay auction fees. All you got to do in something like that is just look at what the market is asking for it and sell it for. I mean, you don't have to put an outrageous price on it, but sell it for something that's affordable, that warrants the price. That's really what it is, man. And anyway, happy that I got this. Happy that it's in the PC now. Ended up paying $100 for this. Actually, I paid $118 and change for a lot of Vampirella books. I'm gonna sell the other books in the lot, non-graded. I'm not gonna show them here, but that's probably gonna be like $50. So I would say I got this for like $50 plus the grading, which was $36 and change. We're gonna call it 37. So this is gonna end up costing me around $90. If I were to put this up for sale, it won't be anything less than $200 for a fact. It'll be like $250 if I were to put it for sale, but I'm not going to. And if I do, it'll be when the market's back, you know, so it won't be at these prices. So either way, happy with it, and off to the next one.